Like video today. I've been talking a lot about consciousness and creation over the last few months, and like oneness, and this is still something that's current for many of us as we start to shift and move through different states of consciousness, different states of creation. I've talked about the 15 principles of self-realization, which are really a really good sort of like point to sort of like anchor your life and anchor your energy, and also expand it. It's not just anchoring, it's expanding. And this is one things about sort of creation of consciousness. It's a flow. It's an ebb and flow. It's like giving and receiving. It's opening and it's like expanding, and it's receiving, expanding and receiving. It's a constant. That's in the infinite eternal moment, and like the infinity symbol, which is like this would is like they draw it as like a horizontal 8. I always see it as a vertical one, but it's this infinite flow. And it's also the understanding that I keep saying this, that there's nothing out there. And this is something that, for me, I get distracted in life sometimes, especially like when you go to work and you sort of like something comes up and there's a stressful situation, you attach or you entangle to it. So it's something that's outside of you. And you start to then entangle to that situation or event outside of you. And then you already sort of lost the moment, the eternal moment. You've lost the vibration, the frequency, and the creation, but also the infinite potential in that moment. Because once you attach to something outside of yourself, you're seeing something happening to you. And again, this is one of the principles. It's everything's happening for you, and it's not happening to you. And it's the understanding that you are the creator of creation. And again, this is a principle as well, that you are the creator of your own creation. And again, it's like another principle talks about you get more of what you are, not what you want. So again, it's about vibration and frequency, and it's about understanding that you're the source of all reality. You're the source of all creation, and it goes through you, as you, and for you, but you create it, and it all starts within you. And the understanding is that within each and every one of us is this consciousness, this seed of creation that each and every one of us has. And when we start to align with it and we start to create with it, we create from within. And when we do that, we understand that all external reality is only a reflection of what our internal reality is. And again, this is the understanding of the union, and how these two aspects of self work, the infinite self. And it's the understanding that all creation is here in the now moment. And again, this is a principle. All your power is in the now moment. Is the understanding that the eternal moment is an eternal frequency. It has no limitations. It doesn't have a beginning. It doesn't have an end. It's just an infinite vibration, an infinite frequency. And within that frequency, it's all creation, and all aspects and all potentials of creation are in that moment. And it's the understanding that once you live in that moment, or you express through that moment, all potentials are available. All things are available to you. And it's the understanding that in that moment, in that sort of expansive moment, that you can create create anything you want. Not manifest, because I don't like the word manifest, but create. And like creation works by consciousness coming into. So the formula is like consciousness into form, into energy, into reality. So no, consciousness into reality creates form. So like consciousness into energy creates form, which creates reality. So it's like this understanding that consciousness is the creative energy, the creative space. And once you understand that your consciousness is your tool of creation, that then it opens up and expands the energy, and then the energy comes from the formless dimensions and realities, um, into your consciousness. It expands, it vibrates, it creates in that eternal moment, and then it becomes into reality. But consciousness is the starting point, and consciousness is all creation. So consciousness is this vibrational frequency that is the blueprint to creation. And each and every one of us has this ability to access that consciousness. And this is where oneness comes in as well. Oneness is the understanding that all things are connected and nothing is separate. There's no separation. In true consciousness and creation, there's no separation. There is only one. And it also relates to guides, universal teachers, masters, source energy, infinite dimensions and realities are all one. There's nothing separate. They never have been, as you're not separate and you never have been. And again, this is the understanding of the new sort of shifting in consciousness and reality, and And understanding is that the first principle says you're everything you wish to be, you already are. And then when you really say that to yourself, you're everything you ever wish to be, you already are. There's nothing, there's nowhere to go. There's nothing to attain. There's just this perfect creative moment and creative vibration and consciousness is always here. So there's and it's you. You don't need to go looking anywhere. It is you. And I think that's really powerful when you think about it like that. You are this conscious creative being, and it is you. Everything you ever wish to be is already here, and you already are, and it's here now. It's you, and that here now bit again is really powerful. Here now, everything is here now. So when you start looking at life like that, there isn't a need for plans or anything. There is just being in the moment and creating from that space. The problem is, like, in our realities, not a problem, but in our realities, like our work realities are very much a 3D reality, and it's trying to sort of like live within a 5D and a 6D reality of creation and consciousness. But we walk into work and we're very much in a 3D reality where you have time, linear things going on. You've got to get this done, you've got to get that done. There's situations, oh, I've got a plan for this. So everything that's happening within our like our jobs, where we go like in the 3D reality, it's about getting somewhere, it's about getting something done. So it's a complete and opposite, um it's completely opposite to our nature. Our nature is being at one with source and our own creator, and using that consciousness and that creation. And we have done for millennia, like for millions and millions of incarnations and stuff. We have always done this, and it's about, again, it's about shifting our consciousness and our creation to this now moment, and it being here now. And this is why people talk about presence, because presence is creation. Presence is the understanding that consciousness and creation is here now. It's not anywhere else. You don't go and find it, you don't build it, you create it right here now. And this is another thing that shifted for me in reality, is like manifesto. Like I read a lot of things around the universal laws, and that was the first key, like opening things for me. And I started thinking about, then they talk about manifestation and the law of attraction and stuff like that. Well, the law of attraction works because only through when you're creating, and like it's not like you attract, it's like you create in that moment and then you step into it. So you become that thing. So this is, again, that principle. You get more of what you are, not what you want. So if you create something in that moment of what you are, like I am here now, and this is what I am, then the universe responds to that. So you're not attracting it, you're creating it. So that's why I don't like the word manifestation, because you're saying you're manifesting something. You're not manifesting, because if you're manifesting something, you're sort of like, you're trying to create it, and then true creation is the understanding that you create it and it's already there. So you're not manifesting it, it's there, but it's already been there. It's always been there. The difference is you're not conscious of it. Everything is already there. The difference between experiencing it and not experiencing it is our consciousness, because everything has always been there, like source, the infinite potential of the infinite now moment. Everything is available, always has been. In creation, in the infinite eternal moment, there is no beginning, there's no end, and there's all unlimited possibilities, and everything has always been available. So the difference is, when you're aligned with it, is your consciousness is, because your consciousness is then expanding to a level of understanding and awareness of what's available. And then from those formless realities and formless dimensions, it's then available because you're conscious of it. A lot of our stuff in our reality and within our lives is, we're not sort of like accessing it because we're not conscious of it. Consciousness is the key to creation, and all of us need to understand that consciousness is the greatest tool that we have, and especially in this reality. I mean, consciousness is like, again, when we start talking about other realities and the infinite dimensions and realities of universal teachers, consciousness, is of such an expansion that they understand that it's there right now. It's like, for us, it obviously being in this level of reality, things seem to take longer to when we create them to come into reality, because of, like, obviously they come from that formless reality of higher frequency, higher consciousness. And then obviously our consciousness has to expand, our frequency has to expand then for things to become for our awareness to expand, to then to be conscious of it, to then to experience it. But for them, it's instant. In those dimensions and realities, it's instant. They know that that consciousness is always available and it's instant. They can consciously create at will anything, at will. Boom, done. So for us here now, the same level of energy and creation is available, but obviously it's being in this form. Our consciousness has to expand to a level to really experience it, and that's what we're going through now. This is the shifting and understanding of consciousness, and how what a great tool consciousness is to align us and bring creation into reality for each and every one. And this is what people mean by when they talk about heaven on earth as well. Heaven on earth is the understanding that creation and consciousness and creation are one, in the oneness moment, in the oneness vibration and frequency, and are available, and there's infinite potentials. But this is the awareness and the understanding, the shifting, that each and every one of us are a creator, and we can create what we want within our reality. And all we have to do is, but also understand that resistance, another principle is, if you resist one thing, you resist everything. So when you're creating consciously, understand that once you've created it, it's already there, and it's not, you don't need to recreate it to try and experience it. It's already there, and it will, your awareness and your consciousness will align with it when you've created it, and then you step into it. But you have to step into it. So it's like, so what I mean by that is, say you're looking for a new job or a new development or a new way of being in your life. Create it, right, consciously, so it's already been created, that from that formless reality. Then express it and be it, because that's the only key way to actually truly sort of like, say you're trying to be a coach or a counselor or something like that. Create the reality, create the consciousness, and say, this is your reality, this is your life, and know it's already been created. But then be it. Be like a coach, or be like a counselor, or be like a whatever, a beauty therapist or a hairdresser. Feel the vibration and the sensation of what it is to be that that expression, and do it, and then it will be there. But you have to be it as well. It can't just be, I've created it consciously, I know it's there, and then step into it, step into that consciousness, step into that expression, step into that energy and that light of it, and then it will be reality. That's the insight for today. Anyway, have a great day. Please comment, like, subscribe, share.